Hi guys, welcome to my tutorial for creating my 2 round stars. These stars are super easy to make and really fast to make too. So they're just 2 rounds to make the entire star, and they take maybe 1 to 2 minutes each to make. So they're a great stash buster and a really good Christmas project as well, because they can be used for gift tags, they could be used as tree decorations, for applique, onto cards, all sorts of different uses. So I'm just going to quickly show you how to make them. Simply all you need is obviously your choice of yarn. It doesn't matter which one you want to use. If you were to use a chunkier yarn, obviously you'll end up with bigger stars. I'm going to be using a 3mm hook because I'm just using a standard double knit acrylic yarn. Obviously, depending on what yarn you're going to be using will change the size of your hook that you want to use. So I'm going to stick with a 3mm for this one, and it's super easy to make. First thing you need to do is begin by creating a magic ring. If you don't know how to make a magic ring, in my Crochet Basics playlist section there is a full slow beginner video on how to make one of those. So I'm just going to start with my magic ring. That's my magic ring. Then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. We're now going to I'm going to be explaining this in US terms, so we're now going to be double crocheting 14 into this magic ring. So we're going to be creating 14 double crochets into the magic ring. That would be a treble crochet in UK terms. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, making sure you keep your yarn tail with your magic ring as always, 12, 13 if you need to, 13 and 14. So your chain 3 that you did at the beginning of the round is going to count as your first double crochet. So you'll have a circle with 15 in total, including your chain 3. We're now going to grab the yarn tail and we're going to pull our magic ring closed. Then what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch into the top of our chain 3. Okay, so we've got our chain 1 there, chain 2 and chain 3. We're going to slip stitch into this one here. This bit can be a little bit fiddly depending on your tension. Try and get it underneath both of these if you can. Just helps it stay a bit neater. And then we're just going to slip stitch into there to complete our circle. Okay, so that's what you should have now for the first round of your star. So that's round 1 complete. Okay, so super easy. Now on to the second and final round. What we need to do is we need to chain 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then what we're going to do is we're going to insert a single crochet, or a double crochet in UK terms, into the second chain from the hook. So not the first one, the second chain. Okay, it doesn't matter if you pick up 1 loop or 2. So insert your hook and we're going to single crochet into that loop there, okay, into that chain. Then into the next chain, so this one here, we're going to be creating a half double crochet. So a yarn over first, into the loop, pull up the loop. So you've got 3 on your hook, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3, half double crochet. Then we're going to be creating a double crochet. So yarn over once, into the fourth chain there. Okay, so we've created a chain of 5, then we've single crocheted into the second chain, then we've half double crocheted into the third chain. We're now going to double crochet into the fourth, so double crochet, and then we're going to treble, so that's yarn over twice into the fifth and final chain there. So yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over again, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over for a third time and pull through 2 loops. So now what we're going to do is we are going to skip the next 2 stitches. So this is the one we're working from. We're going to skip the next 2. So skip 1, skip 2, and then into the third stitch we're going to slip stitch. Okay, so slip stitch into the third stitch, and what this does is it connects our first star point to our center circle. Okay, so that you should have something that looks like this. So you should have your chain of 5, your single crochet, your half double crochet, your double crochet, and your treble there. Okay, and then skip 2 stitches and slip stitch into the third. And now we're just going to repeat the same thing another 4 times to create your 5 points. So chain of 5, 2, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet into the second chain from the hook, single crochet, then we're going to half double crochet into the third chain, yarn over and pull up all 3 loops, then we're going to double crochet into the fourth and treble into the fifth. Okay, same again as the last one we've just done. We are going to skip the next 2 stitches. That's the one we're working through. We're going to skip this one, skip 2, and slip stitch into the third, slip stitch into the third stitch there. So now you should have a circle with 2 points of your star. I'm just going to give myself some more yarn and repeat again. So I'm going to go a little bit faster this time. So chain 5, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into your second chain from hook, then a half double crochet into the third, a double crochet into the fourth, and a treble into the fifth. Remember, these are US terms. For UK, that would be a double crochet followed by a half double crochet followed by a treble followed by a double treble. Okay, then again skip 2 stitches, slip stitch into the third. So now we've got 3 points on our star, just 2 left to go. Chain 5 again, 3, 4, 5, and double crochet, single crochet, sorry, into the first chain, half double crochet into the second, double crochet, followed by a treble into the last chain, the first one that we made there. This is a great mindless crochet project as well for when you're sat of an evening watching television or whatever, especially now winter's on its way. It's a perfect little project for things like that, keeping your hands busy. So there we go. So that's our 4 points. We've just got to work on to our last point now. So it's same as all the others. So chain of 5, work our single crochet into the second chain from the hook, our half double crochet into the third, our double into the fourth, and our treble into the fifth. There you go. And then again we're skipping the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and then we're going to slip stitch in underneath this V here, at the base of our first point. Okay, so we're going to slip stitch in. It's a really fiddly bit, but it does make a difference of where you slip stitch this final point into. It just helps neaten the whole thing up and keep it that little bit more symmetrical. So in under the first loop, do one loop at a time if you find it easier. Okay, yarn over, pull up your loop and slip stitch. Okay, there you go, and that's your little star completed. What I would do now is I would trim off my tail, pull my loop up, and then to make mine a little bit neater, what I do is I come through from the back with my hook just in here, just in underneath where we've got our body there. Doesn't have to be too exact, but I like to try and keep things neat. And then I'll grab my yarn tail. So we've got our slip stitch there, and then just in underneath, a bit towards the center, I've pulled my hook up through the back, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull my tail through from the front to the back of the star. Okay, and then depending on what it is that you're going to use it for would depend how you finish it on the back. If you're just using it for applique or cards, you could just tie these two tails together, create a knot and snip the ends. If you're making it with something that's going to, where the back's going to be seen, obviously you just fasten off and weave in the ends like you normally would with any other crochet project. Okay, so there you go. That is our little 5-pointed 2-round 2-minute star complete. Thank you very much again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please pop us a like down below and subscribe to our channel to be kept up to date with further content. And thank you again for watching, and happy crocheting.